Today we are talking about our last topic of the day. We saved this the worst for last, maybe.
Yes, we did.
Because we are chatting about Concord. So Concord is a new PS5 and PC exclusive.
Was a new PS5.
Is a new PS5 PC exclusive that came out, and we played in the beta. We talked about it. You can go back and watch that video on YouTube, check it out, see what our thoughts were. And my intent was to review it on this podcast, and I didn't have time to play it because stuff happened. But yes, that does mean I did buy this game. And yeah, I paid $40 to get it. I got it on PC because I didn't like it on PlayStation. So I got it. So I will be doing a full review of it. But we want to talk a little bit about the news that's happening with it because, you know, years ago, PlayStation was like, yo, we're going all in on games as a service. We want to do more of that. Helldivers is an example of one of those. They bought Destiny, or they bought Bungie. So that was an example of one of those initiations. And then Concord, which, did y'all know Concord has been in development for 8 years?
I knew this. I knew this.
That's cool.
Yeah. So Firewalk Studios is a bunch of devs from like Destiny and other different places. They've been working on this game for 8 years, and they were like, man, it feels so good. You don't get many of these moments in our lives to release a game because it takes so long.
Yeah.
They released this game. Lead designer John Wasinski something has been part of the team for 5 years, and they brought out the game, and it's not doing well.
That is an understatement. This game is dead.
As of, like, I don't know, did you just pull something up?
Yes, I did.
I looked up earlier, but it was pretty low.
The current people in this game right now on Steam, which obviously there's probably a little bit more in PlayStation. It's 112 people.
Can we look up how many people are playing on PlayStation?
No.
It's 112 people. And it is down like...
Yeah, it was 200 when the game launched.
Yes, 217. The highest was 504.
These guys were kind of funny. Was talking about they were bragging for a hot minute because they said that when the game launched, they were like, one of the guys is the #1 Concord streamer in the world because whenever they launched it, there was about 300 people watching Concord and they had 220 in their stream. It was like for a hot minute they were the #1 Concord streamer.
I actually enjoyed it.
I did too. I'm anxious to see how it feels getting into it, what changes they made.
Yeah.
I know we talked about how like it takes forever to it's too short to pick your character.
Yeah.
Apparently that's not fixed.
No,
which
it
sucks. But I did
fixed.
enjoy it. I do more so agree that like I don't love any of the character designs at all. Like I feel like that was a big miss of like your game is all about characters and all your character designs are kind of lame looking. Like
Nothing is inspiring at all.
I don't know. I enjoyed what I played, but I just don't want to pay for it. Is that bad? Because this isn't a game that I'm going to like constantly play, so I feel like I'm not going to pay for a game that I'm going to not constantly play.
Don't worry, it'll be free to play at some point.
I have a feeling it will be, and then I'll play it. So,
what they honestly should have done when they launched this game is did a free weekend. I know they already did a beta, but I think they should have done like a free weekend or two, get people into it, level up a little bit, and then be like, oh, hey, it's $40. Because like I love the idea of you pay $40 and everything else is free. Like I think it's a great idea.
yeah, it's great. Yeah.
And I don't know why, like, I don't get why people are so upset about like, hey, I got to put $40 in a game to never have to pay any money for it ever again. Like, I mean, like I've probably spent freaking $300, $400 on Fortnite for a free game. You know, it's like you're going to spend more on those free games than you are a regular game because all the cosmetics and shit are going to come out to you for free. So it's like, it's weird that we're making such a big like fuss about the $40 aspect, but that's what everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
Is like,
But
I don't want to pay $40 for this game.
I don't know. It's
weird.
It's not that I don't like. If I was truly invested into like an Overwatch game or like any other game like that, then I would pay $40 for this game. Like legit, I will pay $40 for it and enjoy it and get something out of it. But this isn't my style of game, and I think that's where Sony is missing out the point of Sony. You go to Sony to play great story-based first-person games. Xbox and all them, they fucking do the whole multiplayer fucking PvP stuff all the time. But I think Sony is reaching into a thing that they're not familiar with at all. So they're taking everything else from other games to make something, to make a profit.
Yeah.
And I just don't.
They're not making a profit. They have a roadmap. They're supposed to continue supporting this game for the next 5 years at least. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
When nobody is playing it. Like, how do you shut this game down? Like, what is going to happen to the studio? How is Sony going to respond to this? Like, I just feel like you shut the game down here before long. Like, I don't know how you keep going with it, because apparently they've already given money to the studio to keep doing this. So do you just keep doing it and hope it takes off at some point? I mean, I've never seen numbers this low for any multiplayer game like this ever.
Suicide Squad was pretty bad, but
Yeah,
I think
that's true. But that is
it's not a Sony.
It's not a Sony game, and it's not a competitive shooter game.
Yeah.
So, and this costs apparently 10 to 15 million euros, which is roughly about the same price.
Yeah, it'll be a little bit
$1
less, but
Yeah.
That's crazy though. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, they spent a lot of money on this game, and then with marketing and server space and back end teams, and
I mean, why is this game not successful? That's what I'm.
A lot of people are saying that it's
exactly the same as any other game.
"Quote unquote" diversity things, DEI, and well, not really DEI, but the woke stuff that people are trying to push in gaming, and people don't want to play anything like this anymore.
I don't think
that's what I've heard. I mean, you look at the characters, and it's just very like they're diverse, but
I don't think that's the main focus point of the game, especially a multiplayer game that has the same similarities to other games that people are playing. You know what I mean? Because the main thing about it, you said it yourself when we were reviewing WoW, you didn't care about the story, you just enjoyed the gameplay.
Yeah,
the gameplay's there with this game.
So, like I was saying, sorry, 1 second. None of the characters seem inspiring to me.
Yeah.
So nothing makes me want to jump in and play. And I think I said this too when we first talked about it. It's like usually I see a character like an Overwatch, I'm like, oh, I'm going to play that, and I play it, and I'm like, okay, how's the gameplay? It's okay. So then I'll move to something else. And here it's just like when I was playing the beta, I was like, there's nothing inspiring here for me. Like, I don't want to play any of these characters.
So you think they went wrong with the characters?
1,000%, in my opinion. Okay. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Brett.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm in the same boat, I think, because with Overwatch, like I gravitated towards Diva, Soldier 76. That feels good to play, but also looks cool. Like Diva looks like badass, a big ass tank mech, character. Yeah, love that.
Very unique, a lot of character.
In this one, like all the tanks are too slow, and the characters that are supposed to be more faster or whatever, like don't feel like they put out enough oomph. And just visually, they're all like they got way too much like weird ass makeup on and like strange colors, and like I think they were trying to just really go out there with it, and I think they just like missed the mark in making something that feels. I don't. It's just there's a lack of a weird identity to this that just doesn't feel right. The design of the game looks really good. Like I think the map designs are great. I think the visual aesthetic is really awesome, but it's just the characters, like there's no character. This character, the submachine gun, she drives me fucking crazy. Every time you open up the loading screen, she says some weird thing like, "Oh, I'm so excited." I'm like, "Shut up. Let me mute you, please." Like, it's so silly. And they don't change their dialogue when you load back into the game. So like it's always the same exact annoying ass freaking line that she says, and it's just like it's stupid. And her character's cool. I love her character because she has like a little blink ability where she can like blink around to like get to people quicker and stuff like that. So like I really like that, but I just hate her voice. I don't think there's there's not anybody here. Like I feel like in Overwatch they really put a lot of emphasis on building characters that somebody can relate to. And I don't think there's any character here that anybody can actually relate to. It's like Sombra, like, Carolyn Ravassa talked about how people related to her because of her, that character's, heritage and like where she's from, like her character is from or whatever. And, sometimes it's sexual orientation, sometimes it's this, sometimes it's that. There's always something there with that character that people can relate to. And the only differentiation with these characters is they have pronouns up in the corner, but like, I don't get any of their personality. I mean, yeah, they have the videos and stuff, but it's like they're all Guardians of the Galaxy characters right now. I don't feel like they sold that quick enough, early enough, with like they should have brought out some of this. Honestly, what they should have done is got you to fall in love with characters before the game launched. Yes. Like they should have made these video vignettes of like these different characters like Overwatch did of like, hey, I don't even know what their names are because their names aren't very even great. Like Roka, I didn't know that character's name Roka. But anyway, like they should have done something to kind of get people engaged with these characters before the game drops because they don't really give you a chance once you jump in the game.
That's why you have a campaign. It could even be short. And you try to put some character and make them relatable and,
but I mean, like, Overwatch didn't have that and they still.
So the main failure of this game is just the character design and connecting with the characters that you are playing.
Yeah.
Well, I think for a lot of people, it's $40 too, which is still. It's still crazy to me that is a factor.
I have a feeling it's just stereotyped to the style of games that they're going to be free to play.
Yeah,
but like gameplay wise, I was having a blast. Gameplay wise,
yeah, same. Yeah, I think the gameplay is great. I think it's a really good game here. I
only played 2 matches, but I felt like the gunplay was like slow and laggy. And yeah, it was a beta, so you can say maybe.
What characters did you play?
I don't remember now.
Okay, because they're very different from character to character.
Yeah, right.
Like very different.
Yeah.
So it could have just been you just played a character that was just slower. It's like I played the big like bulky like trash dude, and he's like basically a rocket launcher thing that. His play style is so different from like this girl that has a super fast I
like the robot girl.
Right.
She was really good.
Yeah.
Would you say that this gameplay is simplified, kind of like Overwatch, where you have like 2 abilities and an ultimate?
Yeah. And I actually like that aspect of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. I mean, I'll talk about when I actually like do the full review thing, but I do love the idea of they encourage you to switch characters with the team buffs. So like if you play a character, each one has like a different team buff tied to it. You play that character for a round. When you die, you switch that to another character. They stack. So the team buffs will stack during your gameplay experience, which is kind of nice. So it encourages you to like not play just one character, but play like 5 or 6 in a round to vary it up a little bit. I really like that idea. But I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's really good in this game, but I think the $40 price tag, unfortunately, is a deal breaker and I get it because like every other multiplayer competitive game out there is free.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would you pay $40 to jump into this when you can go and play Overwatch, which is free? You can go and play Call of Duty, which is free. You can play X Defiant, which is free, or Warzone, I mean. You can play the finals, which is free. You can play all these new games that are starting to come out. Fortnite is free. Like everything's like free now.
I mean, to your point, it's just this isn't doing anything new. It's just more of the same, and it's like here's another thing I'm going to add to my list. And
there's nothing to.
All those other games have been established, and they're foundational at this point. Like I don't think they're going anywhere as much as I want Call of Duty to just stop.
Yeah.
But like all those games are just here to stay. Some of them are doing really good stuff, and here's this, supposed to be another AAA shooter. I don't think it's just. Like I like how the one with the card game one,
Fragpunk.
Yeah, Fragpunk.
That one looks cool.
That looks even better, and it's like I'm sure it's a smaller team, and they're doing way more to like push the boundaries of stuff.
Yeah,
I see your point. If you're going to jump into this game, you need to make it super different because there's already games out there like this that have foundation, and people are going to play it because of that foundation. It's already existing.
Yeah.
So I guess I can see that as well.
This is like Marvel Rivals, for example. It's not doing anything different, but it's Marvel characters. But that's
fucking team up, power up.
That is cool.
Okay,
a little bit, but like it's not gonna feel that different though once you get in the game. I don't think. But they have Marvel characters to back it up.
Yes.
So it's like you're gonna play that game because of the Marvel characters, even if it feels a lot like Overwatch.
Yeah.
In this, and then like honestly, like
it helps it. It really does.
It's like, honestly, like I jumped into X Defiant, and X Defiant's not doing a whole lot different. It's basically a Call of Duty Lite.
Yeah.
But I've enjoyed that because it is a Call of Duty Lite. Like I like that it's like simplified, which this game I actually do enjoy the fact that they'd have less complex characters and stuff like that. But the problem is they don't educate you very well on.
No.
They don't give you an opportunity to like try and learn. And there might be a training mode now, which I'll find out once I jump in the game, but it's weird. I don't know. And it's it's super polished. I mean, the game plays really, really well. It's just not it's like a lot of people I've read have said, and I agree with this. It's like this game feels like it started 8 years ago. Like you can tell.
Yeah.
If this had come out 4 years ago, maybe like this would have been on fire. Like it would have been doing so good. Back during COVID, people would play this thing, you know? Just now there's like 50,000 games out there that you're already playing. This doesn't bring anything significant to change it up.
I mean, how does PlayStation respond to this? It's a complete failure. Like, this is what it is.
Oh, you better play it quick, Brett.
I know.
Fucking shut it down.
I know.
What was the last game that got shut down like real quick for like servers and stuff?
Starfield.
God, I wish. Starfield.
What was the game that the dude that made worked on Gears of War did?
Oh no! I know
was it Gears of War?
Yeah. Cliffy B.
Yeah.
Cliff Blazinski.
Yeah.
Radical
Heights.
Heights. But there's one
after
more
that,
recently
yeah.
that got shut down after a short time. What was it?
That's gonna suck if it shuts down just because
I
people
know.
paid for it.
$40.
They'll probably refund everybody, I would imagine.
Then make it free to play, and then all the battle pass will be like, you got to pay now.
Honestly, that would be the move.
That'll
which
be the
sucks,
move.
but
They
it's
need to,
like
do it now.
because I mean they pitch so much about like this whole, hey, it's $40 and you get everything, and I think it was a great thought, but it's just I think we're at the point now where we're comfortable with free to play battle pass stuff. Back in the days of loot boxes, like this would have been a straight up winner.
I forgot what game we're talking about, and that's what I kept going to. I was like, it should just be free to play with battle pass. Like I'll be happy with that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think you're right. That's the move to make. But with nobody playing, like, do you even make that move?
I mean, you have to.
You have to. You have
It's either
no
that or
choice
you
at
just
the
lost
moment.
$10 million. It's like
you're
you gotta do
losing
something.
more right now.
No, because you'll still gain something because people will buy the battle pass because the gameplay's fun, right?
Yeah.
I enjoyed the gameplay, and I don't like a lot of games like this. I enjoyed the gameplay. So if I enjoyed it, I can imagine if it was free to play, other people will enjoy it, and they want to get the battle pass. They'll want to spend that extra $10 on a free game, and they'll make their money back. I think that right now, currently, they should make that move, and for the people that purchased it, let them have the battle pass for like 2 years. You have fucking 2 years worth of battle passes or cosmetics or a certain currency. Give them the currency. Make up the currency, do it.
Well, so the first season's coming out in October, and the next one's January. So October was that's 3 months basically.
Yeah.
So every 3 months. So you could just give them a year's worth of battle passes.
Years worth of battle passes.
and then
or
be
give them
good.
the currency to purchase the battle pass, not unless they want to like buy cosmetics or something.
Yeah.
That's the only way this game is going to be saved. Make it free to play and have people purchase battle passes.
Yeah.
And this game will be successful.
Yeah.
They can at least break even.
I don't think you break even.
I think they can.
I mean, you're lucky
Gameplay's
to
there.
make something.
We all said the gameplay is there. It's just
I did not say that.
y'all
said that.
I think the gameplay's there.
Yeah.
It's fun. I was having a blast with it.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I mean, it's not something I'd be like, I don't know if I would like sink my teeth into it for a long, long term, but I do enjoy what
it was putting
I
out.
played, and I could see myself jump. I mean, because it's quick to jump into, I like having those quick to jump into games. Yeah, we'll see. I agree, though. I think it really, I hate to say it, but I do think it does probably need to go free to play to get people to, we just need to give people a chance to try it.
Yeah.
And
even the beta numbers were low. The open beta.
I know.
Well, we were comparing it to
Thousands.
Steam and not the PlayStation either.
That's true.
So,
But I do think
I would at least double PlayStations.
Yeah.
Take Steams and then double that. It's probably what you have in PlayStation. Well, that's just what I do. That's probably completely wrong.
Yeah. So we'll see. Concord launch struggling a little bit.
Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit.
Last support.
But tune in later where I will have my full review to see if I feel that it has potential or not,
Yeah.
See what happens.